Imagine a race. On one side, you have a runner who has sprinted across an entire continent in record time. On the other side, a runner who is still arguing about which shoes to wear at the starting line. The numbers are staggering, almost unbelievable. As of today, China operates over 48,000 kilometers, that's nearly 30,000 miles, of true high-speed rail. It connects massive cities, changing the way over 1 billion people live. And the United States, the world's largest economy? 0. Now, before you hit the comment section yelling, "Acela," stop. The Acela barely hits high speeds for tiny stretches. By international standards, America has no true dedicated high-speed rail network. How did this massive gap happen? How did China build the equivalent of the entire U.S. interstate highway system in just 15 years, while America can barely lay a single mile of new track? The answer is a complicated mix of geography, power, and money. To understand why China succeeded, you have to understand their unique circumstances. First, geography and demographics. China has immense population density clustered in its eastern half. They needed to move hundreds of millions of people between massive megacities. The demand was undeniable, but the real engine was the political system. China has a centralized government. When Beijing decides a project is a national priority, it happens. There are no lengthy legal battles. Local city councils can't block the route, and funding is provided by state-owned banks. They also standardized the design. They didn't reinvent the wheel for every province. They created a cookie-cutter model for bridges and tunnels, allowing them to build at incredible speeds through economies of scale. For China, high-speed rail was a massive economic stimulus package designed to urbanize the country rapidly. So that's China, top-down control and massive demand. Now let's look at the United States. Why is the U.S. stuck? First, the geography of the U.S. works against itself. The U.S. is enormous, and outside of the Northeast Corridor, its population is incredibly spread out. For the last 70 years, America intentionally built its entire society around the automobile and the suburb. This low-density living makes passenger rail economically difficult because there are not enough riders near the stations. But the biggest hurdle isn't physical. It's legal and political. In China, the state controls the land. In America, private property rights are paramount. To build a train line, the government has to buy land from thousands of individual owners. This process, called eminent domain, leads to years of lawsuits, community opposition, and astronomical costs just to secure the right-of-way. And that brings us to the final nail in the coffin. Cost disease. It simply costs vastly more to build infrastructure in the U.S. than almost anywhere else in the world. Look at the California high-speed rail project. It's decades behind schedule and tens of billions over budget. Why? A fragmented construction industry, intense environmental regulations, expensive labor, consultants managing consultants, and endless political interference. Furthermore, high-speed rail in America is fighting an incumbent system. America has a mature, subsidized highway network and the world's most robust aviation system. Rail has to fight for customers who are already used to driving or flying. So, here's the reality. China built 48,000 kilometers or 30,000 miles of high-speed rail because their political system is designed for rapid execution to solve immediate population pressures. The U.S. has 0 because the American system prioritizes decentralized power, individual property rights, and the American people are culturally deeply wedded to the car and plane. It's not that America can't build big things. It's that right now, the American system makes building high-speed rail incredibly slow, incredibly expensive, and politically toxic. But what do you think? Is high-speed rail a necessity for America's future? Or is it a technology that just doesn't fit our geography? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives. Thanks for watching.